hey, you haven't been recording your videos for several weeks now? You feel guilty and ashamed? You don't want to sit in front of the camera again? Please watch this video till the very end, because over here you found the answer why you procrastinate it for so long. That is not just because of laziness, or that you feel tired, or that you are not good enough. That is all a combined process in your mindset that I will uncover in this video, so please stay tuned till the very end. One more thing that I want to ask you is make sure that you are very transparent and honest throughout this whole process of this video, because only in that case you will be able to find a real, true answer that will help you to change your understanding of why you keep procrastinating all over and over again. Alright, so we can start our process with understanding of what is stopping us. You need to understand what stops you from doing actions, from recording videos, from publishing insightful, great content on your social media. Do you think it is any of external factors? Is it weather? Is it bad mood? Is it your tiredness? What is it? My answer is thoughts. Every single time, thoughts are stopping you. Not even thoughts, but your belief in those thoughts. You are thinking that, yes, that is true. This thought I can apply to myself. What kind of thoughts that can be? My content is not good enough. I am not an expert in this field. I don't want to record videos because no one will be interested in watching my content. I don't look great, so that is why I don't want to record myself. The light is not ideal. People won't gravitate towards my energy. So that is why I won't even start, because I don't feel like it's going to be successful. Or you literally have this thought, I really don't know what to record my videos about. I really don't understand what content will be beneficial for my audience, what they will be interested in, so I don't even start. Does anything sound familiar to you? You want to identify the most painful, the most disturbing thought that is in your head right now. Maybe it's completely different, or maybe it's one from the list I've mentioned before. You want to stop this very video right now and make sure that you identified one very thought. By the way, before you give me your final answer, make sure that you test one more thought. I am not good enough because I saw others doing way better. I guess this one is one of the most brightest for so many of us, right? Because I mean, if I know that there are so many people that are way better than me, why would I bother recording even more videos about the same content? Because I know that people believe that very expert, that very blogger way better. Okay, so I want us to choose one very thought. You can work with your the brightest one, but I will tell you just one example that you can put on every single time I pronounce this very thought. You just make sure to think about your own ones, ideally to write this down and have it all the time in front of you, because ideally to follow me in this video with notebook and a pen and write all the thoughts down, because that is how you will really get all the insights, all the answers from this very video for yourself. That very answer that will help you to really stand up and start working. The thought that I would love to work in this video with you as an example is, I really don't know what I will write my content about. I really don't know what people will be interested in. That's the deeper meaning, right? In your head, you have this thought, you cannot write about anything because you think that every single piece of your content should be incredibly inspirational, motivational, interesting, etc. People should love that. That is not about the video, that's not about the story or a content. That is about your own thought, understanding that this is gonna be not interesting, this is too bad, this is too boring, this is I've done so many times. That is what's happening really in reality in the back of your mind. But you don't really capture it because you think about that very thought that is on the top of your head, which doesn't help you anyhow. You want to go deeper and understand why. Why is that I don't have any ideas to write my content about? Because you can write your content about even about your day, even how you started your day, etc. There are so many different ideas. And by the way, if you haven't watched this very video about my technical tips for you where to gain those ideas, that is the one. go ahead, grab this one, open in a new tab and make sure to save it for later. Because after watching this video, you won't have any excuses to tell me, and I don't know what to write my content about. No, I don't believe you. These are ideas. Right now we are clearing up everything from your head, so you won't have any of the excuses after this video. Excuses not for me, not for start working hard again, no, but start taking steps towards your dream life, right? That is why we are doing that. Okay, we identified that the actual deeper thought that we actually will work on is my content is not interesting enough for my audience. Make sure to do the same step deeper, maybe even 5 times deeper with your own thought. I've come up with that very thought, my content is not interesting enough for my audience. That is the thought that comes to your mind, or on the back of your mind, every single time you start scripting your videos, you start thinking. You don't even start scripting, because if you start scripting, that's already a win, right? You don't even start scripting videos, taking any steps on this content, or maybe you've scripted the video or you've been recorded, but because of the thought and you believe in the thought wholeheartedly, you don't publish that. Next step is to understand what do you feel about it. So the thought, my content is not interesting enough for my audience. How does it feel? Does it feel that I am frustrated about that? Does it mean that I am not interesting for them, which means that I'm not good enough and that is sadness? Or that is frustration with myself? Or that is fear that I will never find any interesting content for my videos? Because I quit my job and right now I don't know what to write my content about or to publish my content about. So what is your emotion? Identify it right now, right? Write this emotion down. Make sure that that is there. Okay, so you have thought and you have the emotion. Ideally, before the thought, realize and understand, okay, when specifically that happens. Does it happen when I almost about to publish my video? Or when I almost just to start recording the video, start writing a script, start just thinking about this idea, or start thinking about quitting my job to become a blogger? Find one specific moment when this very thought is the strongest one. So once you found the event, the thought, and the emotion, you go next and write the reaction. Because I am thinking this thought, I feel this emotion, what do I do? Ideally, what do I not do? 90% of cases in this very particular scenario, you will have, I don't publish a video. I don't publish my content. And the outcome there is I'm not living my dream life. Or something similar. Because this very thought doesn't help you anyhow. Doesn't mean anything about you. Doesn't mean that you are good or bad. No, just leave it over there. So you've done that. Read it again. Understand this very concept again. That is the structure, that is the scenario that you have in your head. That is again the point when I want you to be very honest, transparent with you. Just accept it, okay? Not judgmental. Doesn't mean anything about you. That is just a fact. In order for a person to start quitting smoking, they need to understand that they have smoking addiction. That's the same thing. In order for us to understand that we need to quit this very behavioral pattern, we need to realize, accept, identify it for ourselves. Make it very clear and visible. Okay? Done it? Before we continue, I just want to let you know that I am Alyona Brivkina and I am a mindset coach for content creators, and in this channel I want to help you understand your mind better, understand what are the patterns in my mind, in my body, in my life, how I behave, and why that stops me from living the life that you want to live. If you're interested, subscribe, like this video, and keep watching till the very end. Alright, so once you understood the event, thought, emotion, reaction, and outcome, you want to make sure to realize that thought is the main trigger, thought is the main reason. Once we realize that, we want to come back to this thought and play with it a bit. Okay? First question that I want to ask you about this very thought that you have. Not my thought, but your thought. Okay? That is on your paper right now, I hope. Is it 100% true? Is that thought 100% true? In my case, is the thought, my content is not interesting enough for my audience? Is that 100% true? Do I know for sure that this very content is not interesting for the 100% of population of the world? That is what I want you to understand. That is not exaggeration to think about 100% of the world. No, that is a reality. You don't want to think, oh, that is not interested for my friends, for my family. That means that is not interested for the audience. No. Think about 100% of the population on the world. Is there at least one person that can be interested in your content? I bet that because you wanted to create a video about you, there are at least several people in the world who are experiencing the same problems, who are going through the same challenges that you are right now. And that is why you want to help them, right? You want to make sure that they don't repeat your mistakes. Another question is how to find them, but that's another question, okay? First of all, is it 100% true that my content is not interesting for 100% of my audience? 90%. I think it should be no, because we'll never know. Okay, just leave it there. Don't try to judge. Leave it there. Okay, no, that is not 100% true. Okay, got it. Done. Next question. Does this thought help me anyhow? Does this thought that my content is not interesting for 100% of my audience, does this thought help me anyhow? I guess no, because the outcome in the scenario that we wrote just right now on your paper, that shows that no, I don't live my desirable life. That shows that, I'm not posting anything, I'm not sharing my content with anyone. That is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted when I started my YouTube, my Instagram, my Telegram, my any other platform, right? Okay, so it doesn't help me anyhow. Make sure to answer very transparently this question to yourself. You want to understand, okay, ideally, that doesn't help me anyhow. Believing in this thought doesn't help me anyhow, okay? Next question. Imagine that you have been thinking for 6 months this very thought, from now and 6 months more, every single day. You keep this thought in your head, my content is not interesting for my audience. What would happen? Will you achieve anything greater? Will you start posting videos? What will happen? Just imagine. In 90% of cases, it's not beneficial scenario that you would love to have in your life. No. So understand what can happen and understand that, oh my gosh, I won't ever leave my life that great anymore. That's not good. One of the last questions is, what were and are your main priorities, main values in life? Why you've started doing this channel? Why you've started doing your social media? Why? What was the main driver, main reason, main idea behind that for you? Was it to be free from opinions of others, to be free from work in terms of corporate job, to be free from sticking in the office whole year long? What was your reasons why you started doing what you do? Is it because you really love doing that and your main value is to love what you do? What is that? Remind yourself right now and write all your values in life. Is it kindness? Is it be able to transparently share and be very generous with sharing your content, your ideas, your lessons with audience? What is that? Write this down. Are you ready? So once you've wrote this down, you have the list of values. Make a picture of it, or make sure that you write this on your phone notes, because this very list of values, you will use it so many times. Look at those values right now. When you understand that, it's like, oh, that was my main value. Right now I remember. And when you focus on this value, not on the previous thought, you focus on this very value, what would you do? What are the main action steps would you take? Just really pause this video and write this down. So what are the action steps? What are the main action steps for you to take right now? Because you focus on this very value. That is what you really want to do. That's the core of your life, of your driver, of your motivation. When you rely on that, when you understand that that's the main thing, what are the main steps do you want to take? How would you feel at this moment? When I think that my main value is to make sure that I transparently share my all lessons, my all content with people, so they will benefit from it, I feel amazing. I feel grateful for having this opportunity. I feel that I'm so happy and so blessed that there are so many platforms to do that. There are so many people who are willing to watch my content. While I am understanding this, I'm like, okay, wow, that's interesting. So what do I want to do from this energy? I want to go ahead and record a podcast on my Telegram channel in Russian. Then I want to go ahead and create several stories because I know that I want to share that energy right now. I feel it. I feel that resonation. I feel that energy flowing right now because I am happy right now. I am sharing. I am doing what I love. Why would not I be happy? Why would I be frustrated, sad, etc.? So I want to share it even more. So after this process, you realize you know right now what you should do. What you should do right now in terms of actionable steps, and what is the process like to overcome your psychological barriers, your misbeliefs. They don't serve you anymore. You can let them go. One truth that I really need to tell you is that these thoughts will come back again. Because that was a pattern for several years in your life, it won't disappear just after this very video. I really recommend you to save this video close to you to make sure that you always know where you can find it, and rewatch that very video as many times as you need in order to come back with a different thought and with me together make that very step. That is, by the way, what I do with my clients. Of course, I have so many more questions, I have so many depth within my coaching sessions, but that's the baseline for you to understand, okay, that is what I need to do, that is what I need to feel, that is what I need to answer to myself very transparently, very honestly, maybe cry, maybe experience this emotion, and then let go, focus on my values, and start doing very small steps right away. There are so many more advices, techniques, life hacks that I want to share with you. The only way how you can be in touch with me is to subscribe to this very channel, or go ahead and subscribe to my Instagram as well, because there I share as many life hacks, as many daily routines that I do, daily insights, daily lessons. If you want to be in this mode, in this energy, go ahead, subscribe to me, and let's be in touch. Also, what you want to do is, right after you've done those very tiny steps that you realized for yourself right now during this process, you want to go ahead and talk about that to your audience. Mention me in the story and make sure that I saw this, because I will repost this. Maybe I even recommend you even something else. Maybe I will ask you a bit more questions. Maybe I will help you to go even deeper. Maybe I will make sure that I will shine a bit of light to a different part of your situation that you were blind of, and you will realize that, oh my gosh, that was just one step towards the right direction. Alyona showed it to me and I know what to do right now. That can be that easy to change your life. So don't forget to mention me in your stories and subscribe to my accounts as well. Try to enjoy this sometimes painful process of change, of transformation, because you don't want to think about only result. I need to have so many different subscribers, etc. You want to enjoy the process as well. You want to remind yourself, oh my gosh, I was very stressful yesterday, but I want to breathe in and breathe out. Relax and enjoy the process. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. I hope that helps. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you followed all my instructions. And if you still don't know where to find ideas for your content, please watch this very video. I showed so many technical tips how to find ideas for your content. So go ahead, watch this one, and I see you in that next one. Enjoy!